Hello and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yep, we're just sitting here waiting for my train to come in. And then we will kick off. Kick this off. Hey, there she is. Singing of the devil. First off, you may hear a fan in the background. That's just what it is, so I don't turn into a human puddle. Where's the train leaning? Wait. Anyway, we're gonna hop in. The train acting like it's still going. So yeah, as you can see, there's another train station now. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, welcome all the old subscribers and the new subscribers. And again, that does just because you're an old subscriber, that doesn't mean anything bad. It just means that you've been here for over a week and you're part of the family. So, yep, we got a second train, and I got a second train line. So you know how we talked about a little while ago, where we were going to be trying to clear the lines of belts full of materials, full of basic material. Clear up some lag and whatnot. Well, we finally did it. Or I finally did it. It took me many, many hours. But, yeah. So we got a train line that goes to the different places and picks up all the different basic materials. So here's the concrete one. We're going to just fly on past this, because the train station is going the other way. So I've got a loop over here. I've got this sort of materials loop that this train does. This is a push-pull system. If you're going to have a loop, I'll show you how to do a push-pull system where you have a loop in the track. Because you would think, okay, well, if it's a push-pull system and you have a loop in the track, the other end would end up at the station and mix up all your materials. Well, here's how you do a loop. See, there's the start of the loop. We're on the loop now. Here's how you do a loop with the push-pull system without materials getting mixed up and the one end of the train not ending up where it shouldn't be. So we're at the Caterium line, or the Caterium factory. So this is where we pick up Caterium. Actually, before we go any further, turn off self-driving so it doesn't take off without us. Don't worry, we got plenty of materials at the base. We can suffer a little bit of waiting. As you can see, yeah, both lines of Caterium coming into the train station here, going up and over the train. So this is how I'm doing it all. I'm using smart splitters. Left none, center none, right any. As you can see, both Caterium lines are completely empty, and that's the same with all those lines down there. They're all completely empty and useless now. I'm going to leave them at Mark 5 just in case we want to use them at some point. Yeah, my train's glitched. How that happens. But, yeah. So this is how you do a push-pull system. If you got a push-pull system and you have a loop like I do, then you want it to come in to the first train station that it's going to stop at. You want it to come in like this, and then it's going to switch. The train essentially is going to switch direction. So we're going to turn on self-driving here, which we're going to go to the steel factory next. And you can see we go left here. And actually, I'm going to turn off self-driving here, because I do want to show you something. Okay. So, thanks to Eclipse is his name? Crap, I should have looked it up before I started this. Okay. Apologies. Yeah, I believe it's Eclipse, X-Clips, or like EX-Clips. Yeah, his name was Total Eclipse, or Total X-Clips. X-Clips. Total Eclipse, however you pronounce it. Apologies for that. I had your name before I started this, and then I completely forgot. It's just my brain don't work quite well. So yeah, I want to thank you to him for this design, um, giving me the idea to do it, because I needed this train needed to come down this way. So I started racking my brain, and I couldn't really figure it out. And I thought, I guess I'll just do a bridge that would go, down a hill. It'd be really strange. That one finally fixed itself. Anyway, but yeah, he I don't know if he came up with this design. I'm pretty sure he did. He's a smart dude. But yeah, so what this is I can't remember what he called it, but yeah, it's basically just a way to bring your trains up and down steep cliffs and stuff like that without having to go around or having to go up a steep hill and build a bunch of crap. Um, well, it is really really cool though, because this right here is a basically like a spine style. So you got the 4 meter chunks here, 4 meter foundations. They go all the way up, and I brought it up to. Uh, this is two 4 meters tall here, so the train just fits in this section. And yeah, and then so the train comes out. So you build the center column, and you go out 3, and uh, you put your train your track right to the middle of that third one, and then at least this is the way you could do this in many different styles. It works in several different ways. You can use just about any material, just as long as you get the basic idea. Um, and then I went down to the next level, built out 3 this way, and then put a 1 meter ramp there, and then again next level, put down a 1 meter ramp, and then I put and then I put the track in. So from once you put this, you have to have a bracer track to start out with, which is a bracer track is this little section of track. It's a straight piece of track, perfectly straight on a foundation. I guess bracer track can go underground too, just straight as you can anyway. And then you start out with that, which is what this is. And then you take your next piece of track, connect it, and then bring it to the center here, to the center of this foundation. It'll be exactly straight facing. At the end, you place it, and then next section, place it, and you go all the way down. So, as you can see, it goes all the way down to here. And so this is how my train gets. Oh, that one screwed itself up again. I wish I could fix this without deleting it. I don't know, my trains always break. They always glitch out. Yeah, as I will show you here. It just clears. And by the time it comes back around, you want the train to be able to clear underneath it. So, I mean, if you want, you can cut the clip through if you want to. It's fine. And yeah, look at that. Beautiful. And we're going to turn on self-driving again. That way the train just goes by itself here. So yeah, I want to thank Total Eclipse for that design there, which is actually a really really nice design. Looks pretty cool. You could put those just about anywhere, and I used the world grid to place that as well. So holding control. If you don't know what the world grid is, so the grid has an entire world for these foundations. You just hold control, as you can see, it's in a grid. And if you do this, no matter where you place your foundations, no matter where you place your bases, if you have like modular bases and stuff, if you plan to connect them up in the future, you can use the world grid for that, and they will line up perfectly. and they will connect up perfectly. If there's a steel factory, you can see it ends there. That crazy contraption I got going on there. Well, when you got this kind of challenge where you can't erase things, you can't the F key. You can't use the F key. You can't use soft clipping except on the belt stackers and the pipe stackers. This challenge is a bit hard to play. I guess you could technically say I've failed it a few times, just because I use executive order to get past it. Just make something work. But it's only been, I think, twice or 3 times. Yeah, it's not, out of 194 hours, like 3 times using executive order to get past the can't use this the soft clipping system. This is our copper factory, by the way. This is where we get our copper. So same thing there, smart splitters to guide it off the belt since we can't get rid of the belts. Now we need to redirect. We use smart splitters for that. And go and buy penile rock. I didn't build that. You can't place rocks in this game. Not without mods. And I don't have mods. That was the developers that did that. I think it's hilarious. And our last stop. So back at we're at the iron factory now. And as you can see, the copper line that was coming in there on the left of the locomotive there, on your screen, left of the locomotive, where you're looking. Yep, you can see that line is completely clear. And we'll give a stop to the whatchamacallit. We'll give a stop to the concrete factory, and we go left. Whoop. And back we go on this track. So yeah, I decided to do a dual track along here, just so that the push-pull trains didn't have to share the track the whole way. Just the one section is where they have to share the track. And there's the other train. Yeah, very nice. And here's the concrete one. Now you're probably wondering why there's 3 here. I'll show you. I'm going to turn off self-driving. It's like, yeah, you're probably wondering why there's 3 here. So if you remember, back when we first started this game, so there's all the concrete. Back when we first started this game, we had not only the concrete factory, there's our fuel plant up there. We also had the copper factory, or had a copper mine, and a copper mine and a steel mine. Why is there copper coming down here? Shouldn't that line be clear? Oh, I gotta figure this out. Anyway, we'll figure it out in a minute. Yeah, we had all these. Well, to make full use of these, and to keep keep the rest of these belts as clear as possible. Yeah, there should only be copper coming up this way. So, why is there copper coming in here? That's weird. I thought yeah, all of our concrete now goes up to here, and we've got a smart splitter there to clear the concrete. We could have put one down here, which we did. Which I did. I put a smart splitter down here and kind of just split it up between the lines because we just had a lot backed up anyway. But then I was just like, oh crap, that's not enough because this one's also making concrete and it's pushing it down the belt here. So put a smart splitter there. It's fine. Oop. Sorry, I'm trying to go down. Fingers are not on the right keys. Oh yeah, got our iron and our copper. being split from here, and that's why they go to here. So, yeah, when you're doing this type of, or doing what I'm doing right now, the thing you got to be really careful of is where your freight stations are. If you don't want stuff to be mixed up, you got to be careful where these are placed. And the reason I say that is because, obviously, if you remember, when you place in order to even place freight platforms, empty platforms, the freight fluid platforms, to even place those, you have to place down the station first, and then these got to connect to it. You can't have a track in between the station and this. It will not allow that. So the stations have to be directly hooked up. The platforms have to be directly hooked up. So, um, yeah, that's the way it has to be. So that's why I'm saying you have to be careful if you're doing a push-pull system. Well, I guess even with a circuit system, you have to be careful too, just to keep things from getting mixed up, so you don't have to sort later. Although you could build a sorting system if you truly decide to do that. I would not recommend that though, because then you get an unbalance of materials, and when these freight platforms eventually fill, unless you're using the exact amount, but I think it still would back up eventually at some point. Then you get an unbalance of materials, and then your factories are suffering. It's just better just to have each material separated into their own car. Um, so yeah, let's go find out why. Oh yeah, I should also mention too that when we start our next series, I'm actually going to be playing a little bit of music um, in the background, and it's going to be supposed to be copyright free, so DMC free, or whatever you say it. So we don't get strikes, and they've allowed us, or they will be allowing us to use it. And by us, I mean us creators. Um, just nearly goes right by that. I need to rebuild. I need to build more of these on this track as well. Eventually, I'll get the supports in. Wait, what the? Oh, is there still copper on this line? Just because? Oh, okay. There's still copper on this line. I thought we cleared this line of copper. That's okay. Uh, but yeah, we'll be using music also by Total Eclipse. I don't know his real name, unfortunately. Not that real names matter to me. Not in a bad way. What I mean by it, what I mean by that is, it's just the name that everybody knows anyway. That everybody's gonna know, or that everybody's gonna know. Knows. Everybody that knows the person knows him by Total Eclipse. So that's what I mean by that. It sounds terrible, don't I? This is all unscripted, by the way. I like unscripted. I think unscripted me is me. Um, I don't need to sound smart all the time. Or I don't need to sound smart at all. Okay. Yeah, so let's head back to base. I need to check these stations, make sure they are loading. Okay, they are. That one is loading. That's loading. Okay. Yep. So all these stations were um, very painstakingly placed. I had to calculate everything because obviously, since the F key is banned, everything had to be placed exactly where it needed to be and stuff like that. Like you can see, I started building the station out this way, and I did plan to go out further, but then I was like, oh no, I'm gonna run into the tracks if I do that, and then the train will clip, and um, I'm starting to learn how to do that. Oh, and as you noticed too, I also changed my thing. Another idea by Total Eclipse. Pretty smart, actually. I'm just going to steal that idea straight from him. So this idea I seen recently. User interface, there it is. Okay, so the hologram color. I left everything else. This hologram color here. I went ahead and we'll go to. I'm gonna go to 0.4 actually. For a little bit less. I still wanted a bit of blue, but mostly white anyway. Don't forget to apply it. So, yeah, they mentioned that, or he mentioned that, and so when you go to place things like splitters and stuff like that, it's we can't afford it. So it's easier to see the inputs and outputs because the inputs or the outputs are blue, so they're a little bit harder to see, and the green line's a little bit harder to see. So if you do if you do a different color, it's like that. That's a pretty damn good idea. Never did think about that. Okay. Let's go ahead. I'm going to dock again. Grab some more concrete. We're probably running our materials low at the base there. Don't know why I'm acting like I need to get everything perfect and right when I'm... Oh, what the heck? No, turn off self-driving. Where are you going? Get back here. We need to go to base. Okay. Where's the other train? Oh, okay, the other train's there. Yeah, make sure if you're self-driving with your own trains, you need to make sure that you follow your signals and make sure you know where your other trains, if they share a line, like this does. But yeah, so we got a 5-car train. We've got also we need to switch manually. There we go. Should we do that? So here's our station. I love that you can do that and it doesn't derail. I would think it should derail. Oh yeah. Also, we got a waterfall here. So I ended up running into a waterfall, and I put down these little frame floors here so that the water would flow through it. And I'd stopped my station just before the waterfall there. It's kind of clipping in there, but okay. Turn on self-driving. Station is unreachable. Where are you trying to go? Steel factory. Oh, wait. Why are you trying to go there? Oh, it's because I screwed it up. Yeah. You need to go to the Caterium factory. Crap. Why can't you... Yeah, I need to go to the Caterium factory, but why is it... You should be able to change this, honestly. I think you should be able to change this to be like, okay, next station can't be. Save. Okay. I guess we'll just have to redo it. Alright, so it goes Caterium Factory, Steel Factory, uh, Copper Factory, Iron Factory, Concrete Factory, and then Home Base. Save changes. Turn on self-driving. There we go. He's off. Sure hope I got that timetable correct. Yeah, I got it correct. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so that's what I did over the time. And I know you guys didn't want to watch that. You want to watch us building new stuff and updating our factories and stuff like that. So, yep. Took me many hours to get that set up, but we did get it set up. Very, very nice. Okay. So one of the other things I did um, was I kind of prettied it up a little bit with some of the foundations. I meant to do more, but I just didn't get to it before we needed another video. But yeah, I went ahead and finished the platform up here. So yeah, now this platform has these little, when it corners like this, it has these little bits here. One of the best things I can think to do anyway, without being able to use soft clipping and stuff like that. Can't use the soft clipping system. But yeah, so you can put, so this is two 4 meters thick, and then you can upside or inverted corner and then regular corner. So really, really nice. Oh yeah, that's right. And so I put some radio towers around the map, as you can see. We now have the locations of many, many different nodes, which we can toggle. You can toggle these if you scroll down on the left here. If you scroll down, you can toggle claimed and unclaimed. So unclaimed, there's all the unclaimed limestone, and there's the claimed limestone. Claimed crude oil, unclaimed crude oil, copper, iron, lots of iron, and coal. So tons more coal out there that has yet to be claimed. Sulfur. So this way you don't have to scan. So this is what the new radio tower stuff does with update 6, which is really nice. That you can see this stuff, and also you can see it on the radar. So impure, normal, impure. So the radars no longer they no longer work like they used to. They used to do a scan, and then over time it would reveal the map to you, rather than you going out and doing it yourself. And I think that was it. That's all they would do. They might have done something else, and I just can't remember everything. But yeah, they were pretty pathetic radar towers. I mean, it was nice to have the map revealed to you, but it was also annoying. So now, when you do the radio towers, they actually reveal the map immediately within their circle. As you can see, here's this one. We had trouble revealing this map with our character for some reason. It just wasn't working like it was working over here. It just wasn't working over here. I have no idea why. And update 6 bugs, I guess. No idea. Yeah, and you can see all this stuff now. So it does the big circle around it. I don't know if they need to be up high and they reveal more or not. I don't know if that's how that works, but I did put a lot of mine up high if I could. So I just kind of selected an area where I needed to put one, like near these train station, a few of these train stations and stuff, and then picked a spot up high near the train station that would work. This one, this radar tower, is up high right by that pier one that's way up on that cliff side, the box site. So it's right next to it. And as you can see when you hover over these radar towers, see there's 20 of those summer sloop things, the things we used to all draw in high school, of course. You can see there's 89 slugs, there's 21 of those Mercer spheres or whatever the fuck they're called. I forget. And there's 12 hard drives in this circle. As you can see, in the circle that's highlighting here. The fauna found in the area, you can find all the fauna, every creature, and the flora, berries, nuts, and bacon. Which I think that's pretty much every radar in existence. So this radar, you can find all the creatures as well as all the fauna. There's 63 slugs in this area, and 8 hard drives. There's 15 slugs in this area, no hard drives. So there's 15 slugs still yet to be found in our desert area. Also, yeah, this one's. So there was another crash ship. I got 2 more hard drives. One from here, right on the edge of the map. Like this one's like right on the edge of the map. It's actually quite nice. Which this one revealed to me that there was one in the area. I think this one here, possibly? No. No, I found another one. I just can't remember where. Oh, yeah. Okay, so out by this quartz, we never did go and salvage this one when we got this quartz that time. And we were first mining here. This radar tower here. I put one up on this pillar. And there's a hard drive here. I also grabbed a couple of more slugs and stuff like that along the way while I was putting out radio towers. So yeah, but yeah, you can toggle all this stuff. You can even toggle here, show and hide all the ones in this area. So then you just get this map. It's not so clustered. So not bad. Also put a radar tower up here, or our train, our coal train, and our sulfur train. They go around this this one pillar here with the archway. I put a radar tower on top of that archway. So there's still another hard drive in this area that I have yet to claim. It's probably over here somewhere, if I had to take a guess. But yeah, so these are blotted around the map. Let's hitch a ride on our sulfur train. I'll actually show you. The main ones are out in the desert. Hold the train. Hopefully we can catch up to it. This train's gonna stop here. Okay. Yeah. Crazy freaking base we got going. But when you can't delete anything, wherever you place something is where you replace something. If you're not super calculating and whatnot, which I'm not always, you tend to end up with a bit of spaghetti, quite a bit of spaghetti. Next series that we do on Satisfactory, the next season 3. I don't know what I'm going to do with season 3 yet. I just know there's going to be a season 3 of Satisfactory. I love this game too much to quit playing it. As you can see, there's a radar tower up there. There's a radar tower over there by the steel factory. There's a radar tower over there by near one of the coal plants, or the coal mines, the other coal mine. So radar towers everywhere, basically. Very, very crazy. But hey, at least our lines are clear. At least our material lines are clear. Our main bus that we used to have going many, many miles. There's the other train. Oh, we gotta wait. I love that. I love that it goes over that we're using the archways as supports for our rails. That's so good. So yeah, there's a bit of lag. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure what we're going to be doing this episode, but we're going to figure it out. I believe supercomputers is the next step because we got the high-speed connectors last time. Look at our crazy base. It is very crazy. So yeah, that's all the stuff, pretty much. I think that's all the stuff I did. Um, Geez, it's already 36 minutes. We may run this episode a little bit long since I was kind of doing a base show off, I guess. Freaking crazy base. There's no real rhyme or reason to it. I build better than this, I promise. If you watch first season, that was my for my very first game, my very first playthrough of the game. Kind of. The reason I say kind of is it because it was partially my first playthrough. Like for quite a while there, that was my very first playthrough, figuring stuff out for myself. And one of the main people I did watch was Total Eclipse too. And he's very, very good at what he does when it comes to Satisfactory. So, um, but yeah, in order to keep track of which this main bus here, in order to keep track of this main bus and where everything is, so it's steel, steel, um, concrete, caterium, and copper and iron. So I put up this wall with these signs on it to kind of keep track and keep everything hooked up, so all of them come out of the station exactly where they need to go. Um, and it was basically just to match that main bus over there, which this is doing. This is matching the main bus, as you can see. I got all my conveyor lifters here, which are all connected. So yep, they just connect into mergers, and as you can see, past this last merger here, all these lines are clear. There's nothing on them. Gotta be careful around here. It's a bit of a no man's land for electricity. Like I said, it's a bit crazy. But yeah, when we do season 3, we won't have the clearance challenge nor the F key ban challenge. Can't use the F key to destroy things. We won't have those challenges looming over our heads, so we can build a lot nicer stuff. But hey, it's actually really cool though, I think, to have a bit of or to have an original factory that you started out with, many, many hours ago, still being a part of your factory and still being useful. Like, you don't destroy it. You don't destroy old buildings. I think that's pretty cool. But I think our one of the main things I want to do in season 3 is I want to do a modular factory. And what a modular factory is so you set out to produce a certain number of things. So say we set out to produce screws, right? That's going to be our factory. So it's a modular factory. We're going to set out to produce screws, so we're going to need iron for that, right? So then we go and find a bunch of iron, and we kind of get all the iron to one place, and all the ingots get smelted in one place, and all those ingots then get turned into screws, or you can have it the other way around. and you could have it transferred by belts, trains, or drones. So, or by hand if you so choose. um, and then basically what you do is then you say you need the screws for a good example. You need the screws for modular frames. So then you have your screws being brought out for the amount you need for your modular frames in another factory somewhere else, that then produces a certain set amount of modular frames. And then you have another factory that builds your wire. Since we're doing the stitched reinforced plating or something, I think it's like that. It's like what is it called? The stitched iron plate. That's what we're doing here. So you have another factory building a wire, and you have another factory building plates, and then having those being brought over to make these, and then same with the rotors and all that stuff. So it'd be in different locations, which I think is pretty cool as well to have separate little factories building a certain number of stuff. Setting that out and whatnot, I think it would be pretty darn cool. Oh yeah, so as you can see down there, we've got our train lines. I went ahead and put bracers all the way underneath and across as well, so it hooks in down there, where it goes back into one main line, but then stays and then splits off and comes into two when it's coming into here. That's just so that those train lines are on the same line as least as possible, just in the section where we needed it, where it's kind of tight. There's not much room to work with, and there's a lot of downhill section and bit like that. There goes that train. So that's a 5-car train, and that brings in our iron, our copper, caterium, our concrete, and our steel, which is, I guess that's kind of a modular factory, technically, bringing in the ingots, having the ingots being processed somewhere else and then being brought up to the factory, so you don't have to process ingots up here as well. We do have a lot of room up here, but we'd have a lot less room if we had all that stuff here as well, and we were bringing in raw minerals. But I think that'd be fun too. That's also fun. Okay. Without further ado, I've already wasted enough of your time. We're going to go ahead and start building supercomputers. Why is this line empty? What the heck? Oh crap, we're out of plastic, aren't we? That means we're out of circuit boards. I forgot about that. Okay, we're gonna have to go fix that. Can we jump off here? No. Gotta find a suitable place for jumping. Dang it, I completely forgot about the plastic. I've been so focused on everything else. Completely forgot that I gotta empty those tanks. Ah. Ooh. Oh, that's another thing too. So with I think it's only in update 6. I'm not sure about that though. Don't quote me on that. With update 6, if you have a full health bar and you jump from any height in the game, and you take damage, if it's a far enough damage, you will go down to half a box, half a heart box, I guess, down in the bottom left, half a heart, whatever. Yeah, you'll be half a, or like 1 hit point, or I don't know how it's calculated, but yeah, you'll be down to half a box basically, half a white square, no matter what the height. So it could be any height, any max height. So I could jump to the top from the top of the space elevator, top of the map, fall and hit the ground here on this rock, and be at half a heart. As long as I'm at full health, though. That's only if I'm at full health. That's the only time that's going to happen. So, pipe network. But yeah, this is where I think a fluid sink would come in handy. Being able to sink the fluid, even if you didn't get, say you got like one of these storage tanks would add up to 1 ticket in the early game. I wouldn't care at that point. I would not care at all. I just want a place to sink my fluids. Please, please let me sink my fluids. That'd be the bestest idea. That'd be the greatest idea on planet Earth for this game. Is a resource sink for your fluids. So just add a fluid pipe onto the resource sink, even if it doesn't get me tickets. I don't care. Just allow me to sink my fluids that I'm not gonna use. Hey, for fuck's sake. So tired of having massive storage tanks and I can't use the stuff. I don't have the recipe or those recipes that use a lot of this stuff. Require a lot of other stuff to be obtained, or just require there's specific recipes for certain situations. I know you can do what is it called? It's it's this stuff. It's this alternate recipe that you get, which takes water and polymer resin, which we're sinking polymer resin at the moment. Apologies, I'm a bit tired. Okay. Well, now that that's fixed, let's get on with the stuff here. Yeah, I could have cut out a lot of the stuff I was talking about and showing you the base and whatnot, but I wanted to show you. I don't like to cut out content unless there's a good reason. Oh, but yeah, by the way, I didn't build this ramp. Not my fault. But we're full up on batteries, though. It's nice. Okay, so supercomputers. Let's go. I'm gonna do this super fast. I don't think we have the resources for a manufacturer. No, we don't. Okay, so we need plastic and motors. I cleared out a lot of my inventory. What the heck? Oh, I hit the tilde. Whoops. What is cheat script anyway? Script name, F string, cheat script. I know. I think I've tried the command console before. It doesn't work. Yeah, back in one of my other games, we hit a point where we're just like, yeah, well, let's try out turning to like creative. We tried out the console commands and they did not work whatsoever. What? Why did I come up here again? Oh, fucking hell. Hold on. We need to go down here. So we're going to need plastic and motors, it looked like. So here's our plastic. We'll grab one stack of that because it doesn't take much. Grab 2, 3, 4, 5. And then motors are here. I'm so glad that those snap. Those signs, they snap to the box. That's really nice. Really nice touch, developers. I like that. Like, they knew that that's what you were going to be using them for. So they're just like, okay, let's just implement that. So thank you, devs. Now we can make Oh yeah. So another thing you can do, which I was having issues earlier with one of my, I have another game going, which is totally creative. Um, that's kind of where I build some of my ideas for this series. Um, if I'm doing like a big major project that I cannot screw up, um, and I need to plan it out, I go on to my creative game, which has no cost, which you can do through the satisfactorycalculator.com. Hashtag not sponsored. I'm not popular to be sponsored by anybody. Are you crazy? I'm not. I'm not. I'm a YouTube noob. That actually is true. I am a YouTube noob. Like most people that create successful content have been here for at the very minimum 5 years. uh, and I haven't even been on. Well, I guess technically I've been in here for more than a year, like along since like 2016, or 2014 maybe. I think one of my first videos was like in 2014, something like that. But that doesn't count. I'm not counting that. So user interface. If you turn on the small cost slots in build dismantle mode, I'll actually show you the difference. So you see the icons underneath current building manufacturer. You see those little, that's the cost icons. It costs 5 motors, 10 frames, 50 wire, and 50 plastic. So uh, if we turn that off, I'm just now discovering this after like 600 hours of Satisfactory. Or actually, no, I'm up to 700 hours now, I think. Something like that. So now you can see how it's much bigger. The thing is the reason they implemented that a long time ago, probably a very, very long time ago, is because it's hard to see past it sometimes. I wish they would allow you to either turn it off entirely or like make it super transparent. That would be a better option. And now you can see the icons are much smaller. Um, yeah, I'd rather have that. Okay, so what do supercomputers need again? So we can hit O for codecs, and let's type in SUP. Supercomputers, click to expand. So they need computers and limited high-speed connectors and plastic, which we have. I think we have plastic on this line as well, don't we? That's how it's getting to the central storage. So we have everything we need um, in on one of these belts somewhere. So manufacturer, of course. Can I put it in line with this one? Let's go to the front. I kind of wanted to uh, hang off this edge just a little bit, like, or be close to this sloping edge here. Just give some room. There we go. And we're going to be building supercomputers. Now, this is not going to be super efficient because it needs 3.75 computers a minute, which we're not manufacturing enough supercomputers in a manufacturer. Funnily enough, we're only building 2.5. We're not doing anything. Well, I guess we are doing stuff with the computers. We're building those stupid crystal thingy, or not crystal thingies. Radio control units, that's what we're doing. But we're done with building with radio control units right now. So it's not going to be super efficient, funnily enough, because it's supercomputers. Sheesh. I think that's the only thing, though. The AI limiters, I believe we're building, we're building like 10 per minute. So, and we're building this exact number of high-speed connectors and okay, 52.5 plastic, which we should still support because we're still way overdoing our plastic. Eventually that'll run out, but Okay, so there's our high-speed connectors. Where's our computers? High-speed connectors and AI limiters are on this. How did I run out of power? Oh, it's because I'm pulling power from this building here. Let's bring this 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. We'll just. Okay. There's a bit of a no man's land I've created, I think. Um, so yeah, we're gonna put this kind of just here. Let me connect to it. There you go. Can't exactly put it there. Put it in between. There we go. That kind of covers that no man's land just a hair, as you can see. Okay. So now we can kind of fly around. Alright, so then we need... I keep forgetting to do this properly. Apologies. Is that a smart splitter? That is a smart splitter. But we don't have any of the stuff we need. We need reinforced iron plate, rotors, and limiters. Like I said, I did a clear of my inventory a while ago. I kind of just sunk a bunch of the stuff I was carrying around. Just kind of cleared that all out. Oops. So grab a stack of those. We'll grab a stack of regular frames. We don't need to carry around rotors, motors. We can carry around. Oh, I'm holding. Never mind. Hitting the wrong keys in all the wrong places. Okay, yeah, these two hard drives, I have plans for these two hard drives, by the way. We're going to be doing research. Yeah. What are we doing on the other stuff? We'll grab 2 of these and 2 of these. Yeah, we'll grab a stack of sheets. Doing on wire. Doing pretty good on wire, but we can always swap it out. We don't carry around screws. How are we doing on rods? Carry around 2 stacks of rods. Actually, 3 stacks of rods since we're carrying around 3 stacks of plates. We're doing on concrete. Doing pretty good on concrete. Pretty good on everything else. I think that's about all we need. Oh, we need AI limiters. We need a stack of AI limiters. I need to... Do I have computers? I do not. Also going to grab a stack of circuit boards. Grab a stack of computers. And we got heavy frames. Always like to carry a little bit of everything. There we go. Okay. Let's continue on. Now that we got what we need. Yeah. Like I said, I am trying to not use the build menu so much. But I figured instead of setting up my hotbar, which I keep failing to do, since I'm failing so hard at doing that, we filled up on these discs, by the way. Very nice. I'm starting to use the middle mouse button instead. Or using the scroll wheel. Click the scroll wheel and you can copy any building in front of you. If we need to, anyway. Okay, so we'll bring the plastic on the top. Does this need 3 things or 4 things? It needs 4 things. So computers, high-speed connectors, and then there's some plastic. And since everything's coming from the right, we'll do this. Like I said, I'm trying, okay? Do that. And if you ever want to know how tall to make these, if you're needing to stack them up on top of each other exactly, it's always 2. So we went up 1, 2 last time, so we'll go up 1, 2 this time, and we'll go up 3, 4. And then we went up 4 last time, so we go up. This cable's in my way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you ever want to know how tall these lifts are for your conveyor belt stackers, dang it. Like I said, I'm trying, okay? Trying to get this right. This is always 2 conveyor belt stackers above each other. So we go 1, 2. See, it's 2 conveyor belt stackers, and then we just follow this line. Soup mode. Alright, so that one's at that level. The high-speed connectors are at that level. Where are my computers at, by the way? There's our computers. So we'll have to bring our computers. We'll have to bring our computers along this line here. From over that way. I wanted to check something. Yeah, I thought so. These conveyor belt lifts. Do you notice that they're a little bit off? That's really strange. No idea, man. So that line there. Oh, I lost it. Is that about? I want it. And we're gonna have to go up and over. Okay, so smart splitter. Where's the smart splitter? Smart splitter. Where? There's one. So we'll go like this. I don't think we can match it up. We can come close though. So we need our computers here and our plastic here as well. It's not exact. You can't line them up with these, unfortunately. That's okay. Or at least I can't. So center is going to be any, right it's going to be none. Or no, center is going to be overflow. Left is going to be any. There we go. And same with this one. Left is going to be any. Now you do have to do this, I've noticed. You do have to, if you need to set left or right, you do have to set those, even if you have to set it, or you're setting it to any, you have to set it to any anyways. Just pretend that it says none, because it does not work right away. So even if it says any, just pull it back up, bring it back up to any. Just like if we were pulling out the right side, just do that. But we're not pulling out the right side. And center is going to be overflow, because this goes to the central storage. So then we're going to... It may seem like I'm being patronizing and stuff like that, or not, maybe not patronizing, but I'm being rude or whatever. But really, I'm not. I really am trying, just so that you know. I really am trying. Okay, so these first. We need to get these set up first, I think. So that one, and then we need high-speed connectors, which are on top. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to lift up and over in order to get those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the, so 1 and 2. Yeah. I'm just going to have the AI limiters come down like that. And then set these. Oh, we can't do that just yet. So we're just going to have this go straight across for the moment. It's like the other one could do it, but this one can't. And then we'll have a, I'm trying. We'll have a conveyor belt lifter, bringing that down. Right there. Oh, whoops. Now that, bring that straight across. Bring that one straight across there. And then we need to stack 1, 2. And then we need another conveyor belt lifter. Bring this up. 1, 2. And then we're going to need more of these. So I believe it's 1, 2. Yeah, that's what it is. Yep, just like that. Perfect. I could bring that one right across there. I'm going to go up 1 just in case. That way we don't run into trouble. Yeah, it's just like that way we don't run into trouble with it. Bring that to... Alright, so that's going to be our bring of plastic in our computers. Oh, we should probably set these up. So center is going to be overflow. I need to check that. Wait, which way are these going? Oh, these are going to the right. Okay, so center is going to be any. That's okay. That's right. Because our air limiters are being split there already. So we're just gonna. This shouldn't have been a smart splitter, but too late now. Center is going to be any, and you see how it's going this way. So you see how it says any to the right. Set that none. Watch this. So I'll just set it back to any. It's already on any, so I set it back to any. it's the way it is. It's fine. I don't mind it. So that goes down to storage. So right is going to be none. Center is going to be overflow, and left is going to be any. There they go. Okay, so 5. No, we want to set that 2. Yeah. So then the next one's going to go there with our conveyor lift, and then 1, 2 again. It should allow our next conveyor lift. reverse that. It's going the right direction. There we go. And then we'll just go from there straight to there. That's fine. So there goes our computers. And then go lift. Just like that. And here comes our plastic. There she goes. There's our plastic. So now we're hooked up. And now this is going to start making supercomputers. So a bit of it an S. And then, let's see, do we already have, we do not have, okay. We need to find a storage capacity unit. That's what I'm going to start calling them. That just came out of my mouth, man. Like, what the hell is my brain even thinking? Storage capacity unit, what the hell does that even mean? Who freaking knows? I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs all the time. Trying to think how I want this. Okay, so that'll be the bottom one. Okay, cool. And we'll just hook right to down there. And this one will be the top storage box, which will connect to down there. And then whatever we end up making, I don't know why I'm dragging that other belt. Probably shouldn't be. Because I don't know what's going to be going into that storage container unit. Can you tell that I love my conveyor belt stackers, though? I didn't know if it was obvious. If it was obvious that I liked stacking conveyor belts. Oh, man. So yeah, like I said, we're going to run a little bit over time because I decided to do a base show off and all that. I like to do that, I like to do those menial tasks. I like to do those menial tasks kind of off camera. Just simply because nobody's going to want to watch that all the time. Also, I just noticed... Oh, that's why that belt had to split. Okay. Never mind. Alright. We need to take one of these. That's not correct. I'm pretty sure supercomputers don't look like normal computers. Game. Pretty sure that supercomputers do not look like normal computers on the belt. I think that one's broken. stacker. Aligned right here. Right there. Oop. It's hard to hit them belts, that button. Whoa. There they go. Come back! Uh-oh. A little bit of lag. Autosave lag, of course. Come back, supercomputers! Oh, maybe they just look like computers because they're computers on the bottom side. So now we're making supercomputers. Hooray! uh, Also, do I have the quartz? I do not. I need to be carrying around a stack of quartz too if I want to make signs, which I have right there. Okay. Of course, I've already forgotten. Oh, wait. They're already there. Never mind. Select image. Parts. Supercomputers. And there we go. Very nice. So now we've got supercomputers being made. Hooray! Alright, what's the next thing that we needed? Supercomputers needed for there. Oh yeah, we gotta start making these things. We need to start making these things. These are annoying things. Because you gotta make them in a blender. That's going to be the next episode then. So next episode, those tesseract looking things. Those infused frames or whatever the hell they're called. Which we could do over here. Somewhere. Like, trying to figure out where we could do it. Because if I need to make sulfuric acid, I'd need to be able to have room to expand over here. Kind of running out of room, to be honest. Because we already have the sulfuric acid and the frames over here. Ooh, you know what? We could do a secondary level. We could do a secondary level above this to make those. The heavy modular frames, getting those over here is going to be a pain. But I'd rather do getting heavy frames over to this side of the map, or this side of the central storage. I'd rather do that than bringing aluminum casings and sulfuric acid and alumina solution, which is right there. That pipe right there is alumina solution, and bringing alumina solution plus the casings to this side. So we may build like an extra section, or maybe we can move it to here. We can put a blender here for making those stupid tesseract thingies. And we still got to make heat sinks as well. Can we even make heat sinks? Assembler. They're pretty simple. They're just copper sheets and aluminum sheets. So pretty simple. Our base is getting a little bit complicated though. Just a little bit. But yeah, this is where stuff starts to get really bad. The game is starting to become extremely complicated. But I've been here before, so. Oh, we gotta start making these and these And these, these. So turbo motors, um, fused modular frames, cooling systems, which take a alumina solution, water, rubber, and the heat sinks, as well as electromagnetic control rods, which we are not being able to make yet. We will get that here. But we'll possibly be able to finish this today. Because we only need like 50 supercomputers. And we're almost at 20 already, so um, it's not like we can't wait till we have that. Yeah, and welcome back. Alrighty. It did take a few hours. I just went and grabbed a quick bite to eat. I checked the time right before I started, right before I left. Before I started up some YouTube and whatnot, just kind of hung around. So it was 195 hours. Now we're at 197. And we got a little over a stack of supercomputers. Very nice. What else did we need? I can't remember. But yeah, I'd like to get nuclear power. That sounds like fun. Okay, next we'll need another 100 of those. Alright, so frames and these things and concrete. Heavy modular frames, I believe it was. How many? I've already, I've already forgotten. 200. So we need another 2 stacks, and then plus 1,000 cable. Holy crap. It's getting hot today. 2 stacks. Yeah, just I felt that the heat just all of a sudden just start rising. It was just like, no. That's fine. Alright, we're gonna put that back. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 1,000, and then we always like to have 2 stacks on us. And then we need an extra stack of concrete. Okay. And that should be that milestone completed. So bang, 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 bang. Yes. And launch. Get out of here. Give me my nuclear power.
Reached. Uranium scanning unlocked. With the provided buildings and parts, you can now set up nuclear power generation, which balances an increase of fuel production complexity with improved power output. A new project part enables progress to the next phase. Note, this method of power generation creates nuclear waste.
And the more power you use, the more waste you produce. Which is how that works. Yeah, nuclear power. That's a whole different ball game. I've played that ball game, and that if you're going for nuclear power, you're playing the long game. Like we've been playing the short game up until this point. Okay, so the research that I needed to do was oh, did I already do this one? Compacted coal. I could have sworn, did I do this on camera? No, I did not. I don't think I did. Alright, because you need a hard drive for these, and it's just a bit of sulfur and a bit of coal. This one's a bit of coal and a bit of packaged fuel, which we do have packaged fuel down here. I'm gonna just float down like a butterfly. Yeah. Even though autosave's like, ugh, shut the fuck up. Yep, perfect. 50 right there. Yeah, we had packaged fuel because the buddy that we used to play with, um, he was using the jetpack, which I call it the death pack. That thing is a death trap, man. Because you will not be able to regen. You can only use so much fuel at a time, and you cannot regenerate and take feeder on the ground. Which, in my opinion, is really stupid. You think with a jetpack you should be able to go really long distance. You should be able to go. You should be able to fly the entire distance until you run out of fuel. Like I don't know why they would set it. I guess maybe for game balance, but I mean, really, it's not that big of a deal. What did we need? Like a stack of coal or something like that? Can't remember. 2 stacks of coal. We'll take 2 stacks of coal. We got plenty of coal. It's not like we can't spare some. And if I grab too much, it's not like I can't just go sink it. Not that it's worth anything. Okay. We'll just come over here, do a bit of research. That was sulfur. Wait. Oh, I need compacted coal, which takes sulfur. Okay, I needed compacted coal. I need 15 of that. Okay. So to get 15 of that, it takes 5 of each. Oh, jeez. I'll take a couple set. I don't even want to calculate that. We'll just see if this is enough. I'm just doing this for the research points. I guess not even points. I'm just doing this. Oh, can I not even make it? I probably can't even make it, huh? Nope. Parts. Oop. Compacted coal. Can only be made in an assembler. Okay. We'll put all of our sulfur in here and all of our coal in here. Wait, no, 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 no. Compacted coal, please. And now we're out of coal. Great. And this has overclockers in it as well. Really, that's all we needed, isn't it? 15? I made 20. I don't know. Eventually, we'll have a way of combining those. A way of combining those fully automatic system. But I just want the research train. So now we can make turbo fuel. Which I have no idea what turbo fuel is even used for. Well, I know what it's used for, but I mean, I guess I don't know what I mean per se. Okay, so Caterium, Yeah, we needed to make 500 ammo and 10 high-speed connectors. 500 ammo. How do we make ammo? Can we even make ammo? Not ammo. Rifle. No. I don't even think we can make the ammo, can we? Because that comes out of the sulfur tree. No, we can make ammo, or we should be able to. Right? Can we not make rifle ammo? What the heck? You'd think you'd be able to make rifle ammo. Maybe it's got to be made in a machine. Because I can't find the recipe. I'm pretty sure it's going to be in an assembler. Or a manufacturer or something. So we can make these, and no blisks. We can't make. Can we really not make rifle ammo? Stupid? Probably stupid. I just can't figure it out. Not even in the codex. Have we not unlocked it? I could have sworn we unlocked rifle ammo. Or how would we do the rest of this? Like, you can't make bullet guidance system. You can't make those without regular rifle ammo. Node researched. Smokeless powder, no blisk. Standard tool belt. Explosive rebar. Oh, right here. Okay. And we need smokeless powder for that. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I was just stupid. It wasn't showing the rifle ammo, so I was confused. So we'll have to mass produce that, I think. Okay. Well, that's the hour done. That's all we have time for. Unfortunately, we cannot continue. But yeah, I will say this. We did make up for lost time because we did a little bit of a base tour. It took about 30, 40 minutes, and we're about a little over 30 minutes over an hour. So it all kind of worked out, and we're making supercomputers now, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. Again, um, really hope you enjoy it. I enjoy this game too much. Like, I have to have this main series, and I have to have this main game, and I have to have a separate game going at the same time because I love this game too much. I could play this. I could play this game for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours on it. I mean, I am at over 700 hours on this game, and that's like rookie numbers compared to some of the other people. So that play this game, but a little over 700 hours um, on this game, and I just love it too much. I just play it all the time. That's why the last time I did a recording, I ended up recording an entire week of videos. I was so far ahead uh, because I love this game too much. But like I said, that's going to be it for this episode, and until next time when we do, when we start looking at some of the more extensive stuff, I might start looking at. I think we have everything we need to start making um, those red things. What are they called? These. Yeah. we now have what we need to start making these. Start making this. Because we got supercomputers coming down the line, and we've got these. So this will be next time, which is just in an assembler, which is actually kind of funny. But yeah, we could easily throw that into a small hole somewhere, which actually I might just do real quick. It's like he's like, oh no, nah. That'll be next time. That'll be next time. See, like I said, I love this game too much. And I'm going to make in another executive order here. All the executive orders, breaking all the rules, ruining all the challenges. If when we complete that 4,000, I am allowed, when we complete the 4,000 of the assembly direct systems, I'm allowed to move this stuff. Okay. I'm allowed to remove and move this stuff. The stuff will still be here in this location. It'll just be up on the foundation instead of being down like that. Like I'll build this out and stuff like that, but I have to complete that assembly stuff. That's my goal for next time. When we finally build that machine and start making it, when we get to 4,000 and we put it into the space elevator, the assembly direct system, I'm allowed to move we'll say I'm allowed to move this stuff. So I'm allowed to remove those containers, this workshop, the hub, the awesome shop, this, and this little container. I'm allowed to get rid of that. Which actually, get rid of those computers out of it. Because we're now making those. Okay. I'm allowed to do that. We'll say that. How's that? Hopefully not too pissed off by that, but I really need to get this up on this foundation. Like I said, it'll still be in the same place as it is now. It's kinda. Obviously, it'll be on a grid, so it'll be laid out with the grid itself, but I'm allowed to move this up onto the or put it up on the foundation here to get it lined up. We'll say that. All right. But yeah, until next time on Satisfactory. Like I used to do, Satisfactory. What are you doing up there? Hey, goodbye.